What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrificed my time so you don't have to. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There is a part of me, a small sliver part of me that's kind of excited for tonight. I mean, granted, yeah, the main event is gonna be Jon Moxley versus Will Hobbs for the IWGP World Championship, whatever. I can't bring myself to give a shit about that, but at the same time, I'm curious as to what's gonna play out coming out of Dynasty, and you know what? I'm gonna perk my head up. I'm gonna get excited. I'm gonna force myself to get excited, because who knows? Maybe just because the card looks this way as far as the main event. I'm gonna read the rest of the card right now, but just because it looks this way with Hobbs and Moxley, and that just is not appealing at all. More so because of your lack of building up of Will Hobbs and me just not giving two shits in a bird's camp about a motherfucking Jon Moxley. But that's okay, because we got the rest of the card here, and maybe they might actually touch on something story related. So we have, let's see for the rest of the card. We'll hear from Chris Jericho, okay. Willow Nightingale's TBS Championship celebration. Hopefully we'll get a turn from Chris Statlander, I'm hoping. Chuck Taylor chooses between Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta. Oh dear God. Mina Shirakawa versus oh god, the gloom and doom. I'm feeling it. Jon Moxley, Powerhouse Hobbs, and World Championship Eliminator Swerve Strickland versus Kyle Fletcher. Yo, okay, so you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. Someone actually told me this earlier that that's the match that they were gonna do. I forgot all about that. Okay, wait, hang on for a second. So your idea. Because this isn't like you're just doing a random one-on-one match. It's a title eliminator, right? So presumably it's a number one contender shot, but it happens to have Swerve Strickland in a match. Is this your idea? See, why not just have him come out and cut a promo? Why not just have an angle prepared for him tonight? Maybe he should kick off the show. Maybe if Kyle Fletcher would have a reasoning to get inside Swerve Strickland's face, and then they can have a main event after having a promo earlier on in the night, and then you can get an actual challenger that's not Kyle fucking Fletcher to go face to face with Swerve Strickland. I don't know, call me crazy. I'm carry the 1-2 buckle my shoe, Hangman Adam Page, and let's start playing these fucking games because we have a month till Double or Nothing. Maybe then I can get a little bit more fucking excited, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit down knowing that Kyle fucking Fletcher, he's gonna get a shot against Swerve Strickland off rip. Just know it. This is an announcement. Leave it to AEW. Leave it to AEW. Take a good thing and just completely rip it the fucking shreds. Okay, Swerve, I feel bad for you. Hopefully you can overcome this shitty booking that's about to be bestowed upon you. It is a tradition that the AEW World Champions are booked like fucking absolute garbage, and it looks like with Kyle Fletcher in that position, it kind of looks like you're gonna continue that tradition through no fault of your own, through no fault of Samoa Joe, through no fault of an MJF, through no fault of a Hangman Adam Page himself. It's just Tony Khan. He doesn't really believe in hierarchy. He truly believes that if you have the world championship, well, guess what? That's all that needs to be done because you're the world heavyweight champion. Oh boy, I see how tonight's gonna turn out. Oh, I'm already getting fucking agitated. All right, let's get on with the show. Come on, bro. AEW has some of the most complicated, asinine fucking booking I've ever fucking seen. It's chaotic as fuck. I'm not even understanding. So before I even talk about the first two segments, right now, just before I went on commercial, you had Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa just get into like a backstage shoving match. And I'm not understanding the booking behind this. Okay, okay, if you're turning Thunder Rosa heel, then I can get that, because then I can see the whole delusional babyface stuff. But like, that makes no sense at all. Like, you're making Thunder Rosa look a retard. So she says that one of the reasons why she lost her match was because Deonna Purrazzo stuck her nose in her business. Okay, if you didn't watch the match, guys, go back and listen to my review. Deonna Purrazzo interfered in the match, and she stopped the other two, Luther and what's the other girl's name? Fucking Tony Storm's Mariah May. Like, she stopped them from interfering in the match, and she fought Mariah May to the back. Like, again, if Thunder Rosa is turning heel, then this, I get it. This makes all the sense in the world. She's delusional as fuck. But if she's just going to be a babyface, and this is a babyface feud between these two, this is horrible booking. It just makes Thunder Rosa look like a petulant fucking child. And that's even worse, because if you know her history, they might turn her heel without you wanting to turn her heel. And on top of it, it makes her look retarded. Like, why did you do that for? Again, if she's turning heel, I'll eat my words. If she's not, though, classic LOL AEW moment. And then you get to the opening. So like I said, if you see the timestamp, it was actually, I thought for a second this was, okay, cool, this is good booking. This actually is sound. It makes sense, right? I mean, granted, you know, kind of copying off of WWE with the throwing out the interest thing. I mean, again, I'm not saying they copied off of them. I'm just saying that the timing of it, it's kind of off. Just like I called out NXT for copying off of FTR, or with, you know, Tony D'Angelo guys copying off of the Big Rig shit. Say they could be said about WWE from a minuscule standpoint. AEW copying off of them. You know, we just had last Friday with, you know, Kevin Owens getting thrown outside the curtains, and now you see it happen to Orange Cassidy again. It's just minuscule things. There's nothing to harp on. I'm just noticing things. And you had Trent Beretta. You know, he beats the crap out of Orange Cassidy. He has him laid out, sprawled across the ring. He calls out, what's Buddy's name again? Chuck Taylor. He comes out to the ring. He asks him, so who's it going to be? Me or Orange Cassidy? And Trent says he's a piece of shit. He always knew that he was a piece of shit, and he hit him in the face with the microphone, and he rolled outside the ring. Then he challenges him to a parking lot brawl. That's fine. That's solid booking. It's crazy how they always do the good book. Well, I'm going to say always, but at least right now in these circumstances, the good booking is for like the undercard matches. It just, not even just like mid-card. I mean, actual fucking undercard. Man, this is what this brings me up to right now, bro. This fucking match with Swerve Strickland and Kyle Fletcher. So, never mind the fact that Jon Moxley and his world championship is already overshadowing Swerve Strickland, because of course, LOL AEW booking. Now we have the Young Bucks, and now we have Kazuchika Okada, and now we have Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and they're all walking backstage, so it seems like segments are going to be dedicated to them tonight, which there is nothing wrong with that at all. But now you have two separate segments that is overshadowing your world champion, not even one fucking week after he won the championship. You couldn't even give it 1 week before undercutting the AEW World Championship. He was second on he couldn't even get the pleasure of opening up the card. You gave him second on the fucking card. And he wrestles against Kyle Fletcher. So never mind all the booking malpractices that coincides with all this dumb fuckery, right? You have Swerve Strickland hit him with a swerve stomp. He outright hit Kyle Fletcher with a fucking swerve stomp. One may argue this shouldn't have even been competitive, because who the fuck is Kyle Fletcher, right? But it was competitive. They actually had a commercial break. They actually went a good solid 15 minutes wrestling with Kyle fucking Fletcher. Nobody on the roster could have filled that road. You had to bring in a fucking nobody like Kyle fucking Fletcher to fill this void, to fill this spot, to actually go back and forth with your newly crowned world champion for over 15 fucking minutes. Kyle fucking Fletcher. Are you And to make matters much worse, and I'm actually going to put some steam on Swerve Strickland, because I feel as if him and Kyle probably came up with this spot. You let this fucking jobber kick out of your finisher, homie? Swerve, come on, man. You let fucking Kyle Fletcher kick out of your finisher to hit him with your signature? And what way does that make any fucking sense whatsoever? You caught him in a perfect swerve stomp while he's hanging in the tree of woe position, right? And some may say to themselves, well, Devontae, if you watch professional wrestling, because I've been watching professional wrestling longer than you, that tree of woe spot with the stump, it's a pretty regular move from small guys. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's the aesthetic. It's what you're looking at. It's the optics. That is the swerve stomp. Am I right or am I wrong? Right? Cool. Was he in a predicament where he got caught with the swerve stomp? Right? Wrong? Okay, good. Why did he kick out of the swerve stomp? There are two moves no one should be kicking out of like that. That's the swerve stomp, and that's the big pressure. That little underhook fucking thing he does. Those two moves, those are his two finishers. Neither one of those should be kicked out of. And damn sure not kicked out of the setup for the signature. Can you imagine someone kicking out of the Sweet Chin Music, but then Shawn Michaels beats him with the elbow drop? Does that make any sense to anybody whatsoever? And this is coming out of his this is his first opportunity to showcase himself as a world champion. He's not booked in the main event. He's not booked even in the fucking opener at the very least, which would have been stupid also, but at the very least, those are the two most prominent spots on the card. He wasn't booked in the opener. He wasn't booked in the main event. He was booked in the second spot on the card. And now he's being overshadowed by a fucking IWGP main event with a story arc, at least that's what it looks like right now, hopefully, which I don't mind, but not over your world champion. You have a story arc right now with the Elite that looks like it's overshadowing Swerve already while he's playing second fiddle in the second spot of the card, having jobbers going 15 minutes with him, kicking out of his fucking finisher to serve for his fucking signature. The booking on this show is just malpractice, bro. It's just stupid. I just don't get it, bro. They can never get out of their own way. It's those kind of things. It's those kind of optics. Fuck the optics. Imagine people actually came just to see Swerve Strickland. And then you pull some shit like that. Now they're gone. And people are like, whoa, Devonta, don't you understand? He's trying to capitalize on that audience that's coming directly after the Big Bang. Dude, I said this once and I'll say it again. That's such a lame cop-out, bro. If you were creative, you wouldn't have to fucking move things around in order to fucking... Like, this motherfucker's... Like, he's fucking politically gerrymandering a fucking match card. How do you do that, bro? How do you do that? No! If you're creative enough, you fucking book based off of the popularity of your superstars. The most popular superstar gets the main event, and you set it up for people to want to get to that point. You, like I said in the opener, like, bruh, how hard would it have not been to have Swerve Strickland come out there, cut a promo, embrace the audience? Kyle Fletcher comes out there, he interests, he wants to make a name for himself, and you set it up like that. A brawl between the two, short little brawl, right? A short little brawl. Maybe Don Callis could have distracted him and Kyle Fletcher could have laid him out to prepare for the main event tonight. At least then you give him some shred of credibility. Then you have Swerve Strickland, like in the middle of the card, cutting a promo. Kyle Fletcher, you want to make a name for yourself? Okay, I got you, boy. And then the main event happens just like that. That's only 3 fucking segments. But instead, no, we have a second on the card and guys kicking out of people's finishers for no fucking reason while he's being overshadowed by 2 people who aren't even remotely close to his world championship status at the moment. Go. LOL AEW booking, that's all I gotta say. And people say to themselves, oh, Devonta, you're being so unruly right now. Devonta, oh my God. Yeah, of course. I know. Yeah, of course. Google it, of course. And we got this lame-ass women's match on right now. I don't know either one of these fucking women. Who the fuck is this? I don't give a fuck. Continue on after the women's match. Fuck out of here. Bro, let's go. We're gonna get some Tony Khan cringe. Bruh, let's go. I want some fucking cringe. Let's go. Let's fucking go. 9 days. 9 days. 9 days. All right, but real talk though. So we had this segment with Mercedes Moné. Actually, you know what? Let me revert back actually for a second, because you did have Stokely Hathaway come out. He introduced Chris Statlander and the new TBS champion Willow Nightingale. And, you know, am I tripping? I swear to God, I'm probably tripping. For 2 seconds there, the guy who was doing like the ad-libs over Willow Nightingale's theme song, I mean, you guys are probably, maybe you're too young? I don't know. You know, it doesn't really feel that long ago, but I guess this would have been like, yeah, like 12 years ago since he was last seen, right? Or maybe 13 years ago. You guys remember that guy, Abraham Washington from ECW? He was actually with the Primetime Players for a little bit too, back in the early 2010s. I don't know if you guys remember him. When I seen the guy doing the ad-libs at the announcement table, I thought for a second that was him. I mean, maybe it was him. I don't know. Fuck, I'm racist as fuck when it comes to black people. But no, check it out though. You had them cutting the promo and shit instead of the middle of the ring. And, you know, Willow Nightingale, she's being boring as hell because, you know, she has the SJW within her that she has to show you guys. I call what I do love. Woke is love. And Mercedes Moné came out to the ring and, you know, she made it even more boring. But I will say it started to pick up a little tiny bit when they started to do the whole little accusation stuff. Again, it's a weird dynamic because, again, they do this a lot. You know, I'm not even going to say this is an AEW problem. No, I will say it's AEW. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Because WWE doesn't treat their champions like that. Their world champions are the end-all, be-all. No, I will absolutely say this is an AEW problem. I can't even lie like that. I was going to try to split the baby here, try to play the whole 50-50 thing. No. This is absolutely an AEW problem. They keep doing this shit, whether it was the TNT Championship, and now I guess the TBS Championship, right? Look, I got no problem with Serena Deeb. She's awesome. One of my favorite women's wrestlers today. I'm happy that she's getting a shot with Toni Storm. That's going to be a kick-ass match. But tell me why Serena Deeb and Toni Storm feels like that should be for the TBS Championship, yet Sasha Banks going up against Willow Nightingale for the TBS Championship, that should be the World Championship match for the women. And it kind of, again, the dynamic makes no sense to me whatsoever. But I will say the promo, again, started off cringe as fuck because, again, it's Willow Nightingale, and it got even more cringier because, again, it's Sasha Banks. They can't help it. It's like their energy. It's like their superpower. Cringe is their superpower. You ever seen that book from AJ Lee? Crazy is my superpower. No, cringe is their superpower. They can't help it. It's like a fucking, it's like actually being cool as kryptonite to these motherfuckers. But regardless, though, it picked up the pace a little tiny bit. You did have Sasha Banks. She was like, oh, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. I want to know the son of a bitch that attacked me last week. And then Willow Nightingale was like, you know what? I'm never going to play these games with you because I was attacked last week. You were attacked last week. Clearly, it wasn't me. But that doesn't matter because I kind of feel like you have some kind of vendetta against me, girl. What's going on? You want to get up in my face? And Sasha Banks is like, because she's a horse. You get it? Horse, because horse is nay-nay. And she nay-nays when she comes to the ring and she does her little striptease. Regardless, though, Sasha Banks is like, you know what? Doesn't even matter because, I'm going to take that. Well, she actually did say, I'm not going to lie, she was going on a little rant. She got kind of heated. You mean the son of a bitch that tried to take me out? Try to injure me? Try to take me out my career? Yeah. And I'm kind of looking at this, and am I the only one hearing the promo just thinking to myself, I mean, isn't that kind of like the point of wrestling? I mean, I know the point isn't to like maliciously injure you unless it's like an angle, but like if you're in the match and you happen to get like injured within the match in itself, like, I don't know, am I missing something here? Like that's kind of like a you problem, right? Like if you get into a match and you get injured, that's kind of like the intent, right? So what are you saying? Wrestling is fake? I feel like they just outwardly, without even trying, just admitted that wrestling is fake, right? You try to take me out of my match? I mean, isn't that like literally the point of working over a limb when you're in a match? Is to like hurt you to the point where you can't walk, so it's, I can beat you? I mean, for you to just outwardly say, well, I mean, you actually fucking injured me though. Well, I mean, you kind of just admitted that wrestling is fake without admitting that wrestling is fake, right? Or am I just the only one who's just looking at it like that? Too deep, Devontae, too deep. No, look at your mom's asshole. That's too deep. Willow Nightingale, she eventually was like, you know what? Doesn't matter. I didn't mean to do it. Yada, 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 yada. But coming up at Double or Nothing, it's going to be me versus you, man versus horse, and I goddamn sure will take your ass out. Lego! And then Sasha was like, let go. And then she walked out of the ring, and then Chris Statlander, for some weird, awkward, retarded reason, grabbed Sasha's arm. But Sasha was like looking the other way, so she thought Willow grabbed her arm. So as soon as she turned around, she immediately bitch slapped the shit out of Willow Nightingale. And Willow, she got black again. I mean, beforehand, she's kind of like a preppy white girl, but then for a split second, girl, you ever put your hands on me again? I'm going to remind you why I like KFC. And let me tell you, I like mixed meat. And bitch, you looking a little bit delicious to me right about now. It's kind of like the energy she was giving off. And I'm like, you know what? That's good for you, Willow. Maybe kind of give that attitude a little bit more instead of being super fucking cringe. And maybe I would like you more outside of wanting to fuck the shit out of you. But actually your character. Liking your character more. Not me wanting to fuck the shit out of you. I kind of do want to do that still. But put that separate, because that's separate, okay? But, overall good segment. They kicked it off, again, cringy. It was, I can't stress that enough. They're so cringe. But again, it built up to a point where they kind of recovered from it. And I like the angle. Although, again, the dynamics are off because it feels like this is way more important than the women's championship match. The World Women's Championship match with Toni Storm. But like I said, LOL, AEW booking. But Toni Storm! Oh, wait, no, sorry. Tony Khan! Yeah, the right one? Wait, which one is it? Yeah, Tony Khan! He's gonna cut a promo, and I can't wait to see it. Oh, yeah. Give me some of the views. Give me some of the views. If I actually gave a shit about Don Callis and his stupid-ass family, then maybe I would actually, invest myself into this whole little angle that's going on right now with Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay, and I'm assuming Will Ospreay is going to turn everybody against Don Callis because he's a big, meanie, bald head. He's a meanie, bobini, banana, fofini. Boy Meets World. But no, let's see. Let me revert back a little tiny bit. Speaking of everything that happened with Will Ospreay, we had this weird gauntlet. Did I say that we were gonna have a gauntlet earlier? I feel like I didn't mention that. Maybe I did, and I just don't remember. That's okay. That's okay. But they did have a gauntlet. And it was a weird gauntlet. It wasn't like your usual gauntlet where someone would get pinned in the middle of the ring and that's it. This gauntlet right here actually makes me think that Tony Khan hates half his fucking roster. Why do I say that? Because apparently it's an unlimited gauntlet, and the first person to get a pinfall wins. Meaning everybody who was back there, backstage, probably waiting in line to get their opportunity to go out to the ring to maybe get a shot at the International Championship, you literally have to cross your fingers and pray to the Lord in the heavens above that the person outside the ring, the 15 people who are outside the ring, heighten, the probability of someone getting pinned. You have to hope that no one out there gets pinned. So me personally, if I was the next person who has to come out and I see a bunch of people out there and there's a good chance that they're going to get pinned, I'm probably going to come out there regardless with a steel chair and nail everybody with it until it's my turn to get my shot to come out to the ring. But then again, I guess you probably leave the people wounded enough for the next person before you to pin one of them. You get what I'm saying though? Okay, none of this makes sense. This gauntlet was stupid and Will Ospreay won the match. That's all you had to know. Will Ospreay, he's getting ready to go up against Roderick Strong. Is he gonna win the match? Is this just all something for Tony Khan to do so he can make Will Ospreay the most decorated person within AEW? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Continuing on. We had Chris Jericho come out. And he has this new gimmick. I mean, he kind of referenced it already on the pay-per-view. But now he's the learning tree. Chris Jericho has a new badass theme song I fuck with. It ain't the, the Rob Zombie played out theme. It's damn sure ain't Judas. I just Judas over myself. It definitely wasn't any of that. He came out with a new bitchin' theme song that I actually fucked with a lot. Now, my question is, though, with all this that this is occurring right now, my question is, where's Hook? Who's Hook? Do you care about Hook? I don't care about Hook. No one cares about Hook. So who gives a shit about Hook? Regardless, though, Jericho, he's out there talking about Hook. What did I just say? No one cares about Hook. No more talking about Hook. He talked about hitting Hook in the head with a bat. Devontae, what did you just say? I'm sorry, Devontae. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to mention Hook. Devontae, you do it one more time, I swear to God. What are you gonna do, Devontae? I'm gonna tell you your deepest dark secret. You ain't gonna tell them shit about, you know what? No, we ain't even gonna go there right now. Fuck Devontae. Alright, back. Regardless, though, he hit Hook with a bat, right? And he's bragging about the FTW championship. He's like, this is my belt now. It no longer stands for fuck the world. It no longer stands for another abbreviation that I can't think of right now because I'm about to beat Devontae's ass right now. I'm super schizophrenic. Don't mind me. I'm batshit crazy. It runs in a fucking family. He says it now stands for the world. Meaning these people out here. These lovely, lovely faces. Even the guy right there with the mayonnaise on the side of his face. Oh, wait, no, that's just his skin color. All those guys. I love them all. That's what Jericho was saying. He's embracing the audience. He loves them. Just like me, he embraces his Redditor bros. Regardless, though, what's his name comes out? Wild Bill Hiccup. It looks like he's going to challenge Jericho for the championship belt. Instead, though, he's embracing Jericho. He wants to soak it in, man. He wants to learn from the tree of Jericho. And he wants to prove to Jericho that, hey, he could be that guy. He could be the guy who could be the sidekick to Chris Jericho. And gosh darn it, he has a resume to prove that he can be. He's like, how tall are you, Jericho? Are you around 6'1"? A little bit shorter? Because I'm that guy who could be your guy, okay? I can be your Kevin Ashley, your Shawn Michaels. I've done it already with Enzo Amore. I've done it already with Ricky Starks. I can be that guy for you, Jericho, because you have a way of taking people and bringing them up to the top, especially if they're females. You have a perfect way of bringing all the females up to the top, as long as they obey you. And I want to be that female for you, Jericho. I want to be that person for you, okay? Give me the opportunity. Let me soak in the gift of Jericho. Let me drink it in, man. And Jericho was like, you know what? I'll think about it. Now, granted, if you would have challenged me for the championship belt, I could have probably talked you out of that by saying you can actually side with me because that's how most hills usually act. But considering that you're this desperate and this retarded, I'm actually going to boost my own ego up and I'm going to tell you to fuck off for a moment and let me think about it. We cool about that, Chris? About Bill? I'm sorry, I'm very egomaniac. I have a very large head, so I'm going to refer to myself in third person like Devontae was doing at the moment. Are we cool with that, Bill? And Bill was like, You won't regret it, Jericho. You won't regret it. Jericho's like, regret what? Nigga, did you not hear me? I didn't say we gonna do this thing. I said, Jericho! I'm your guy. I'm leaving. Wait, Bill, what did you hear what I said? I got you, Jericho! It's essentially how that segment went. You know what I did like about this? This segment kind of felt a little bit like it was a throwback. See, some of you youngins out there, some of you guys who seem like you were old enough to be a twinkle in your dad's eye like 5 minutes ago, you don't realize what Jericho right now is doing. You don't know the character that Jericho was his advocate. He was embracing. He was taking the soul out of at the moment. That Jericho right there, ladies and gentlemen, is early 1998 Jericho. That is Jericho in WCW right before he went full-blown heel. That is Jericho, the list of Jericho. That is, what's his name? Can't think of his name. Help me. Ralphus Jericho. That is Ralphus Jericho. That is WCW Cruiserweight Jericho. And I'm here for it. Delusional Jericho is always best Jericho. And considering that I haven't seen Delusional Jericho in well over 25 years, I'm absolutely here for it. It's a change of pace. I'm very curious as to see where it's going to go. Jericho, the Madonna of professional wrestling, always willing to change his stripes, always willing to change his colors. I'm absolutely here for it, Jericho. You're doing a lot more than what the rest of your brethren are doing right now, which is sitting around jacking off and pretending that they're giving 5-star matches to people who actually give a shit about that kind of stuff. I want to see more of this, and I'm happy to see more of this. Give me more of this. I'm okay with that. Again, I'm here to soak it in, man. I really like doing that. It's really fun, and it exercises your throat muscles, kind of like how your mom was on my car, With that being said, let's get the Jon Moxley versus Kuta over here. All right, let's go. All right, so while they're getting ready to set up for the greatest promo in the history of promos, probably with Tony Khan and Jack Perry, this match right here was so goddamn boring. Like, even for AEW standards, like, do you guys actually look at this match and say to yourself, this was a fun match? This was boring as shit. They didn't do anything. Not that I was really expecting anything, but the fact that they hyped this up so much, I was at least expecting one of them to bleed, at least, right? That's how that usually goes in AEW. No, you didn't even get that. And then, like, after the match, you had, what's his name come out, fucking, what's his name, Konosuke Takeshita, whatever his goddamn name is. Like, dude, this man really books, like, y'all think I'm joking. I'm dead ass serious. This man is literally taking his cues from Universe Mode. That was one of the most Universe Mode ass cutscenes I think I've ever seen. This man comes out, he's like rubbing his stomach like, I'm going to take your title, with his big ass pants, his Jake Long looking at American Dragon looking at boy. Like, what is this? Why? Why is this a thing, huh, Tony? Who asked for this? Why is the IWGP Championship mattering more than your World Heavyweight Championship? Make it make sense to me. I'm losing logic right now. My brain cells right now, they're about to tap dance with each other because they're celebrating the fact that they're about to go down and they need something right now. They need to start some type of electrical pulse. They're going to get boogie woogie because they're going to get an electrical pulse and they're going to multiply some more brain cells, or this is their final hurrah. And right now, I want my brain cells to multiply, so please stop killing my last 2 brain cells, Tony. None of this makes any sense whatsoever. None of it. None of this makes any fucking sense. Your IWGP champion matters more than your world champion. Right now, the main event is going to be you and Jack Perry, which, by the way, I'm feeling really happy about. I really want to see. It's just really backwards as fuck. Logic completely torn to pieces when it comes to you showing this shit, because what you're saying is that the Elite Boys and the IWGP World Championship matters more than your world champion who just won the belt not even a couple of days ago. I mean, goddamn, you broke a record. I said to myself, you were going to overshadow him at least within the next coming weeks. You did it in the first week. You didn't even give it a chance to break free. No, it's the first week. Where is Samoa Joe? None of this makes any sense whatsoever. But with that being said, homeboy right here, Jack Perry's about to talk, so let's hear what he's gonna say, because I got so many things to say about this awesome ass promo if it ends up being the way that I think it's gonna be. Let go. So as is going on right now, as you can see in the middle of the ring, Tony Khan did not cut a promo. I am very disappointed from Tony Khan not cutting the promo. Instead, we get one of the worst sell jobs in the history of the business, and we get Tony Khan attacked by the Elite. Jack Perry and the Elite beat the dog shit out of Tony Khan. Yes, folks, that just happened on television. And I gotta say, I'm here for it. I want to see where this is gonna go. Okay, you guys got my attention. I want to see where you go with all of this. I want to see the conclusion to all of this. You hooked me in. You did something that I've never seen before. Okay, I see you. Where are you going to go with this? Where is the conclusion? Where does the conclusion lie? That's what I care for. That's what I want to see. You see, this all started off with Jack Perry coming out to the ring, right? He's cutting a cringy promo. He loves you all. I love AEW. You're my friend, AEW. I love all of you guys from AEW. All you guys my best friend forever. Best friend forever. Where's my best friends? Right? And he calls out Tony Khan to the ring. Tony Khan comes out to the ring, all giggly tits. He's just hopping with his Chia Pet looking head at. Oh, look at me, guys. I'm living my dream as a wrestler. I am the dream. I'm living my dream. I'm living my dream. He gets out to the ring. Jack Perry's like, look, man, I just want to put everything behind us, bro. We're going to start from the beginning. None of this that happened before with CM Punk. None of this ever happened. It's not worth it. We could win, okay, Tony? And Tony's like, I'm living my dream. I'm living my dream. And Jack Perry's like, look, man, bygones. Here's my hand. Shake it. We best friend forever. And Tony Khan is like, you know what, guys? I may be a wrestling historian. I may brag about that a lot, meaning I should know how this is really going to play out. But you know what? I'm living my dream. I'm living my dream. And he shook Jack Perry's hand, right? And Jack Perry raised his hand. He's spinning him around. He's like showing him off like he's showing off Anna Jay. He's like, look at this right here. This is my boss. This is the guy that represents my company. And you're wondering why I'm saying my company when referring to Jack Perry? Because he punches him in the gut. Thanos style. Boom. And you know, for some reason, Tony Khan sold it like it took a fucking DDT. But that's okay, you uncoordinated motherfucker. Regardless, though, Tony Khan is laying down on the mat. And then out comes the Elite Boys. Kazuchika Okada, the Young Bucks. They come out, they pick his arms up, and it looks like they're setting him up for the the EVP trigger. But they pick him up. They're just joshing around. They're trolling. They're like, why'd you do that, Jack? Why'd you hit him in the stomach, Jack? What the fuck were you thinking, Jack? And they put him in the tombstone power driver position and hit him with which, by the way, I'm curious. Don't they call this the con driver or some shit like that? It's not the Mel's, just the Tony driver, right? Right? Is that what they're calling it? Some shit like that in reference to Tony Khan? They hit him with his own move. How do you do that? That's embarrassing. Why'd you hit him with your own move? His own move? Tony Khan's own move he's taken from the Young Bucks? For shame. Insult to injury. I liked it, though. All that was good. Like I said, I'm here for it. In the end of the day, I'm here for all of this. All of this is good. You want to hear my biggest problem, though? You want to hear my biggest problem with all this? Is that Swerve Strickland isn't a part of this. Or at the very least, the World Championship isn't a part of this. That's where all this fails for me in the end of the day. Because look, in the end of the day, I get it. They're trying to do some type of fucking takeover. That's what it feels like. They're doing the whole takeover angle, right? This is the NWO in 2004, right? 24? I'm stupid. 20 years later. 2024, right? Obviously, I know people are like, Devontae, are you comparing it to the NWO? Suck your mama's dick. No, I'm saying that that's what they're doing. That's the angle that they're trying to portray. I'm not comparing it to it. I'm saying that's what they're doing, okay? Use half of your brain power at the very least, okay? Follow me here for a second. That's what they're doing, but it's not involving your world champion. Once again, it's more shit that has now been confirmed, and it's now right there in your face. That's overshadowing Swerve Strickland. That's overshadowing your world championship. See, two things can actually coincide at once as far as what I'm agreeing with. I like the storyline that they're trying to hook me in onto, and I want to see more of it. Curiosity has peaked. I want to see where they're going with this, right? If for anything else, we can get some cringiness out of it, right? If for nothing else, we can get some cringe, some awesome, brutally terrible fucking segments. Or, who knows? Maybe it might actually catch on. Maybe it might actually hit. Maybe it might actually do something to AEW as far as the ratings are considered. I'll give Tony Khan credit. He put himself into a position where shit could have went awry because, again, he's a bumbling, uncoordinated fuck. And he really could have took some damage not knowing what the fuck he's doing out there. I mean, did you see the way he sold a punch? Seriously, the guy looked like he took a fucking Stone Cold Stunner getting punched in the goddamn stomach. He's very, very unathletic as fuck. Anything could have went wrong out there, and I will give him props for putting himself in that kind of position. I understand what he's trying to do. He's desperate, and desperate times calls for desperate measures. But why aren't you involving your world champion within the midst of all this, right? Like, that's what should happen. See, at this point in time, if this is the angle that you're going to portray going forward, then I'm at this point, people are talking about, what's his name? Adam Page. Well, fuck it. People are going to look at it like, Devontae, are you yeah. If this is the path that we're going to go down right now, like, just, man. See, I want to say off rip, fuck it, just do Jack Perry versus Swerve Strickland at Double or Nothing. At least then you can coincide two angles. At least then Swerve Strickland is hot. This program is hot. You could put it together and make some magic out of it. That's what would have happened in WWF back in the days. Take two segments, put them together, and blow them both up. That's how it should be done. Do Swerve versus Jack Perry coming up at Double or Nothing. He's the hottest wrestler right now within your company. Swerve Strickland supposedly is your hottest wrestler at the moment if you stop fucking undercutting and burying him. Because otherwise, if they just go straight forward with what they're currently doing at the moment without involving Swerve Strickland, this is all just a burial. Everything that I'm noticing tonight in regards to Swerve Strickland is a burial. You've done the IWGP World Championship in the main event, but Swerve Strickland has to be second, not even opener, like I said earlier, second. And now you're doing this huge fucking angle right now, and he's not a part of it, but he's your world champion. Coming out of this tonight, what are they going to be talking about? Are they going to be talking about Swerve Strickland? Your world champion? Like it should be? No, they're going to be talking about this angle right here. Rightfully so, because what they did tonight, at least for this company, right now, at this moment, is groundbreaking. For this company. Hear me again. Half your brain power. Gotta use it, folks, okay? Use your ears also while you're at it. Two things at once. You can chew gum and breathe at the same time. Sometimes you forget to do either one, but you can do both, all right? You're gonna coincide both angles, but you can't just bury the other one, bruh. That shit I don't agree with. I don't agree with that. As happy as I am with this angle, I don't agree with the booking as far as just having it completely overshadow Swerve Strickland like that. You need to get him involved. I'm sorry. That's the only way. That's the only path. That's the only way I can get on board fully with all this. Get him involved. Otherwise, this is all for nothing. Get him involved. And quite frankly, if this is the path that we're going to go towards, people may disagree with me when I say this. They're the hottest angle right now, considering what they're going to do the next coming weeks. Put the belt on Jack Perry. And let Jack Perry and Will Ospreay do their thing at All In. At least then you know it's going to really, really blow up. Right? Right? But I'm willing to just hear everything out. They said they're going to give Swerve Strickland a challenger for next week. I'm willing to hear it out. Now, granted, maybe they can do a big angle and then they can do Swerve Strickland and Adam Page and all. They could be kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. But if this angle is going to be hot enough, you're going to want to get the World Championship involved in some kind of manner, right? Right? I can't be the only one that's thinking this. Of course I am, because it's 2024 and people don't care about the actual priorities of professional wrestling anymore. But nevertheless, though, solid segment. I like the angle. I'm very curious. That's a cliffhanger for your ass right there. That's a cliffhanger. That's a story developing. Let me see more that's going to come out of this, because I'm hungry and I'm dying to see what they're going to do coming up next. Good shit, AEW. You delivered on this one right here. You cooked. But with that being said, folks, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Oh, Devontae, there you go again. You were such an AEW fanboy. Never mind everything I said earlier tonight. You still an AEW fanboy. Oh, boy, you're going to give props to things that I don't agree with because I just got to hate AEW for the sake of AEW. Yeah, I get it, all right? I get it. Either I'm an AEW fanboy or I'm a WWE fanboy. It depends what I hate the day. It depends what side I shit on the side of my bed. It doesn't matter. I get it, okay? Fuck you all. Deuces. Peace.